Hey Velomobile fans and the Velo curious. So, you're thinking about buying a new Velomobile, eh? Perhaps you saw one zip past or got to look inside or even test ride one and now you're considering buying one of your own. There are a lot of models available right now and I'd like to highlight one today and explain why, in my opinion, it's the ideal choice for a first Velomobile and perhaps even your forever Velomobile. All Velomobiles are efficient on the flats and downhill compared to other types of bikes. The WOW provides you plenty of speed for the zoom factor you might want, but efficiency is not just about speed on straight flat roads. It's also about being comfortable carrying more speed through corners and being able to make tighter turns to avoid having to push yourself backwards or even get out to make the turns. The wide track of the WOW, which is the distance between the front wheels, allows for more stability in the corners, and the open wheel wells give a tighter turning circle. This is especially beneficial for new Velomobile riders because there's a much larger margin of error before you experience the adrenaline rush of being up on two wheels. The draw to recumbents for me was comfort. The reclined riding position of a recumbent takes the pressure off your back, wrists, shoulders, neck, and even your backside. A Velomobile takes that a step further, adding in weather protection and even better crash protection. The race hood of the WOW can be removed and stored in a provided bag behind the seat. It's pretty quick to install with just 2 bolts in case the weather turns bad while riding. The tank steering allows a comfortable arm position and will feel familiar for those transitioning from a trike. The optional air intake in the nose, option to ride with or without the race hood and manhole cover, and the removable foothole cover in the longer nose all provide ways to control the airflow, making it comfortable in a variety of temperatures. Choosing white as your top color can also help keep interior temps lower. The option for a Kevlar shell can provide a more compliant ride, though it does cost a small amount of power transfer to the drivetrain. The WOW is a legacy model, being one of the longest selling Velomobiles on the market. That means you're buying a Velomobile that's been tested, refined, and proven to be reliable. While that doesn't guarantee nothing will ever break, it does mean that if something goes wrong, Katanga or your dealer will be able to help you fix it. Since the design has stayed consistent over years, the parts will be available and they'll be the same as the ones in your Velomobile. In fact, a lot of parts are actually normal electrical and bike parts that you can source locally. This is especially useful for those outside the EU where shipping and import costs can be high even for replacement parts. The WOW has a remarkable amount of storage capacity. Whether you're choosing to carry spare tires and a lot of tools, hauling groceries, or taking your first Velomobile camping tour, the WOW has enough space to support you. The WOW has a somewhat stiff steering action. While at first this takes some adjusting to, it also provides very stable handling, including being able to ride a bit hands-free. I found my WOW with a short nose and the standard tail handles well in the wind, something I get to test frequently living near the coast of the Netherlands. Northland Velo has been busy designing a variety of new accessories for the WOW. There's the option now for a wiper blade to clear rain from the visor, an anti-fog visor insert to keep the visor clear, floor mats to keep things dry and from rattling on the floor, and even elbow rest boxes with storage for tools and snacks. There are several options for mounting GPS or a phone, and other options from Katanga such as a mini visor. There's also an optional lighting module to mount on the head bump to add even more lights for visibility in traffic. This is one of the things that makes the WOW so unique. Because of the removable tail, the WOW can use standard rear bicycle dropouts. This is pretty rare among Velomobiles. This actually means you can choose something like a roll-off hub in the rear. In addition, the WOW offers the option for the pinion gearbox or the Schlumpf mountain drive in front, meaning you can have a very low-maintenance drivetrain with a huge gear range. In addition to the option for internally geared hubs, the WOW also is one of the only Velomobile models that offers factory-installed electric assist. Not only can it be installed at the factory, but thanks to the rear dropouts, you get the choice between either a hub or mid-drive assist. One of the biggest challenges with Velomobiles is that due to the relatively small number of riders, there isn't a huge dealer network. Many of us end up doing most of our own maintenance, especially in the US where there's no physical dealer. The nose and tail can be fully removed, giving you easy access and good lighting to reach nearly every part of the Velomobile. They can also be replaced if damaged in an accident. The open wheel wells make wheel, strut, and brake easily accessible. Especially for those transitioning from a trike, working on a WOW will feel familiar. The easy access and typical bike parts also mean you may have an easier time finding a local bike shop willing to help you with trickier adjustments. Now we all want a good value for our investment. The WOW comes stock with race hood and manhole cover, aero mirrors with lights, aero wheel covers, front suspension, 26-inch rear wheel, 2x9 drivetrain with ergonomic thumb shifters and 1134 rear cassette, SPD pedals, full electrical with 2 headlights, large LED tail light with brake light, and a loud horn. The lights also have an optional flash function. Included are the seat pad, speedometer, tire pump, water bottle with holder, tire repair kit, and extra nuts and bolts and other assorted small bits. Basically, most everything you could possibly need to get started riding, all included in the base price of €7,834 outside the EU and €9,479 within the EU where 21% VAT tax applies. The WOW also has lots of options such as 90mm drum brakes, spring or air rear shock, variety of different tires, rear wheel sizes, custom paint colors, carbon or Kevlar, different noses and tails, lightweight rims, and of course internally geared hubs and electric assist. While the WOW does have the option to order without electrical race hood or even drivetrain for a lower cost, Katanga recognizes that the majority of people are going to choose the standard options, so why try to make the WOW look less expensive by publishing a base price that doesn't include the things you're going to order anyway? These are the 10 reasons why I ultimately decided on a WOW for my current Velomobile. If this sounds appealing to you as well, there's a good network of experienced dealers for the WOW that you can access at www.katanga.eu. If you're in the US, UK, or Netherlands, or surrounding areas, I'm happy to talk with you more about the WOW and help you configure and order the right WOW for you. And of course, I'm always happy to welcome anyone to my dealership for a test ride on the amazing trails and roads in my area. Just be forewarned, once you cycle here, you may never want to cycle anyplace else. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future video uploads. Happy and safe riding, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!